What's up, my geeks? Jeffrey Powers here from Geekazine, Think Magazine, Put in a Geek and You Got Me. And today we are talking about the Blink Mini, and we're going to unbox it. We're going to take a look at it and a whole bunch of stuff. We got it right here, sitting right here. You can take a look at it. We're going to be, like I said, unboxing it and go from there. First of all, hey, I want to let you guys know that all you have to do is go over to amazon.com/shop/Geekazine. That is where I live. That is where I breathe for any type of stuff. And of course, if you're watching live, we got the William Chatnator over there that you can definitely say hi and be a part of the show. We are live streaming from multiple locations, so we will definitely check that, and just need to check a couple things here before we get started. And of course, lots of things coming up. Yesterday we were on, where are we? There we are. Yesterday we did some tech deals. We're going to be doing a lot more in the coming days, so keep an eye on that. There we go. And from there, keep an eye on that. So let's go ahead and check out this Blink Mini here first of all. This is what it is. It's a 1080p video security camera with a 110-degree view. It is LA enabled, and of course, Amazon, this is part of the Amazon infrastructure, so it would be an LA device. Totally enabled. You got a cloud storage option. There is no SD card option on here, but they are working on a USB storage option of some sort for home use. It does have night vision, it does have motion detection, and two-way audio, so you can talk to people on this device if you are away. Being on travel, most important reason to have a security camera like this, and you can access it from anywhere, be able to pull it up, see what's going on there. With the cloud storage, you'll be able to pull it, the constant video from anywhere. So if somebody breaks in, or if the cat knocks over the vase, and you say, hey, you shouldn't play ball in the house, or anything like that, you'd be able to do that. So anyway, here it is right here. Let's go ahead and get started. So let's flip over to here. And let's get our opening tool. There we are. So let's go ahead and open this up. There we go. Now, I already downloaded and installed the app, not only on my phone, but also on my Fire 10 tablet. I'll show you from the Fire 10 tablet because it's going to be a lot bigger to see. You'll be able to see it there. All right. Let's go ahead and do that. And we're right here. We've flipped this up from here and up, and there is our Blink model with everything here. So we're going to start over on this side. There's some instructions on the top on getting started. I'll show you that in a minute. So we don't want to get rid of the box right away. We're going to start with basic USB plug. So if you have like a regular USB connector, like a power strip or something like that, you can plug that in here, or you can use this, of course, probably 5 amps right there. So we'll set that right there. Next up is we have the power cable, and it looks like it's USB-A to USB micro. Now, as far as I know, this is a power cable only. I don't know if it'll pass data through or not, but it really depends on that accessory that they've talked about to allow you to record locally here. So, but anyway, this is the power accessory. Let's put that down. Next up is we have the camera itself. There we go, and we'll set that right there, and then we'll make sure there's nothing in the box. And since this is sealed in, I would guess there is nothing else like instructions or anything like that. Now, like I said, there is a let's get started here. This QR code is will give you the information on that. I think we can close this up and set this to the side. So let's go ahead and do that. And then, as we do with all our boxes, oops, not sealed all the way. Let's do that again. Close it up. Close it up. There we go. As we do with all our boxes. Fly. Be free. Oh, I missed it. I actually have a basket over there that I try to hit. So anyway, here it is right here. We have the Blink Mini and of course the cord and everything. We have a little piece of let's see, there's a little, I saw the tab for this. Oh, here we go. Remove before using. There's the tab right there. So we'll bring that up, and that'll bring over here, probably over there. There we go. Perfect. All right, let's take a look at this camera really quick. Let's zoom in a little bit more so you can see it. There we go. So, camera is on a simple swivel style base. You can, it looks like you can take this off. Let's see if we can. Maybe we cannot. Doesn't look like it. Okay. I might be wrong on that. On the bottom here, it looks like we have some sort of magnetic option here that can pop off somehow. We'll have to see how that all works. But I think what happens is this base right here looks like it's got two screw holes right here and right here, which means that once we pop this off, we'll be able to hook this up onto a wall, and then we can put this onto the wall. As you can see, totally adjustable, totally movable. Camera itself, on the front, we've got the camera interface. It looks like we have, one side will most likely be for the night vision. The other one will be like a status light, which I'm guessing you'll be able to turn off as we go. Nothing on the side. We got, looks like the speaker is on top, and I don't see the microphone because we can talk to it. On the bottom here, I see a reset button. I don't know if you can see that. Let's turn that like that. There we go, a little reset button right there, which allows you to reset the camera. And then on the back here, this is where the USB, micro USB will plug into. And then we have a QR code. This is what you might need, when you go to set up this camera. So let's go ahead. First of all, I want to see how this bottom pops out, because I'm pretty sure it's going to pop out somehow. There we go. Oh, okay. So it popped off on the top here rather than the bottom. So there's a way for this to actually disconnect, because we're going to run the cable through this little spot right here. And then, okay, yeah. So you can get access to those little screw holes so you can mount this to the wall. So I don't know if I'm not doing this right or not. I thought this would be a screw cap. We'll have to play with that a little bit and see how that works. Anyway, so we got that. Let's go ahead and pop that back on. Well, before that, actually, let's put the cable in. So we'll go ahead and take this USB cable apart. There we go. There it goes. And this is slightly specialized micro USB cable. Once you have it plugged in, you're not going to lose it or anything like that. But if you have to replace it with another micro USB cable, you might want to be aware of how that plugs in here, because it's going to pretty much create a full size seal right there. So as you can see, plugged in right there. And then we're going to unplug it really quick, because I'm going to run it through the bottom here. I'm not going to put it, of course, on a wall or anything like that right now. And then we'll plug this in, and then we'll line this up right here with the disc, because the cable can go through this part right here. There we go. There's a little clippy clip. There we go. Perfect. And then we'll snap that down like so. There we are. So now the cord is run through the camera, so this never will pop out. And we could probably, yeah, I think that'll be good. And then I'll have enough slack to actually pivot around the camera as I need to. So set this back here. We're going to go ahead and Now I don't have any USB plugs, so I'll just plug in the unit here, this part right here, and then I will plug it into my outlet. There we go. Instantly, a red light is blinking, and this is where we pull open our app. So here's our app right here. Let's zoom out a little bit so you can see it. And like I said, I've already registered an account and got this all set up, and it also allows me to connect it with my Amazon account. So you can do that. You don't have to do that if you don't want to, but you can to make it a lot easier. We've got the mini camera here on the list. We're adding the device, so we'll hit mini camera. We can enter in the serial number, or we can find the QR code for the mini blink. And then we could use that QR code. And I'm wondering, there's no way here to scan it. I'm wondering if I switch over to my phone. Let's just do that. All right. So in this case, yeah, for the phone, this is where I can do the QR code. Apparently, it wouldn't let me do that with the tablet. So, but we can do it with the phone. We'll go ahead and get that going. There, it finds it. And it says choose a system for your mini camera or a group or create a new system. And we're just going to say test right now. And we'll say done. Now it says plug in your mini camera, wait for the lights to display, blinking blue or steady cam. So right now it's blinking blue. Steady green. If the lights don't display blinking blue and steady green after 30 seconds, press and hold the reset button. That was the button that was on the bottom there. So, and now we can say discover device. And it says it wants to join the Wi-Fi network. And find devices. Yep. Okay. Now we're going to have to set it up for our Wi-Fi. So I'll go ahead and do that. Now, keep in mind, a lot of apps that are part of the Amazon network will share passwords and stuff like that. Since this is a security camera, I like the fact that it has not done that, hasn't auto-populated in usernames and passwords. So it allows me to put in the passwords. So therefore, they're not talking to each other. So this doesn't become like a backdoor for anybody. So it's configuring the Wi-Fi to the mini camera right now. We got a solid red here, so it stopped doing any type of blinking. So eventually what it's going to do is it's going to say, hey, switch back to your regular Wi-Fi, and then go ahead and connect up to this camera. And that's probably where we'll switch back to the tablet. Looked like it did not work the first time. Sometimes that happens. And maybe because of the fact that it's now on the new network. Let's just double check to see if that network is. I can see that from here. Huh, yeah, it doesn't show up here. So it's got to be hooked up to something. So let's go ahead and go back here. We'll hit cancel here. And we'll add the mini camera. And then we'll bring in that QR code again. We're adding it to the same system. And now it's not blinking blue. So now we're going to have to hit that reset button. Pull the camera apart from the base. And so this must pull. Doesn't feel like it's pulling. Not exactly sure how to pull this apart. That's interesting. But I can get to the reset button. So I'll just use a device. And it says to hold the reset button until you see the blue and green flash. So we'll go ahead and do that. Now we've got the flash and the green light. So we'll hit OK. We've got a blinking blue light and a steady green, and we'll do discover device. And then it wants to join the Wi-Fi, its own Wi-Fi network. There we go. Now it wants to find the Wi-Fi. And I'll join it to the Wi-Fi. Now connected back up to my Wi-Fi. And now it's doing a firmware update right there. So it says don't unplug the mini camera, so we're going to let that go for a couple minutes and see what happens there. Of course, if you have any questions, feel free to ask in the Chatinator, the William Chatinator, and I'll try and answer as many as we can here. So once again, this is the Blink Mini security camera, and it connects up to your Amazon if you want it to, but it is definitely a home security camera. All right. Firmware is now updated, so it's added to my test system. We're going to hit done here. Device comes with a trial of cloud storage. We will we'll put that in there. And it's going through all the information on this camera. So this is actually the camera name, it looks like. So let's see what we got here. There we are. We are live. Look at that. There I am. Hello. And I can do a hold to talk down here. So I'll hit this button. And asks to use the microphone. Hello. Hello. Works really well. Works really well. Okay. And so we've got our... yeah. Okay. And so we've got our... Okay, let's turn that off. There we go. So we've got that set up. I thought we turned that off. There we go. Let's do it that way. So if you want to hear what's going on, all you have to do is hit the speaker up on top here. So that is our camera. We can take a picture of it really quick. So let's go ahead and use the camera option. Live view and process. Please wait. There we go. And it just took a picture of it. There we go. And we've got that set up right there. We have down on the bottom, we have disarmed and armed. Once we hit the armed button, we will get notifications on any type of movement or detection right there. We can choose the type of movement up here. And then we can change our settings right here. So we're going to change this name to test blink, and I'll change this once I actually get it onto my regular network here. So we can enable motion detection if we want. We can create activity zones. So that means if up in this corner we don't have to worry about anything, we're more focused on this part right here, then we can say that, and we can update the photo in the zones. And now every time it sees motion detected, it will let you know. We'll hit done there. So we'll probably get a few of these as we go, but that's okay. We can change the sensitivity. We can change the re-trigger time. So it's saying every 10 seconds right now, it'll trigger again. We could go up to 60 seconds. Let's go back down to there and then turn up the sensitivity to high. Let's see. Get out of frame. And come back in. And I should be getting a motion detection very, very shortly here. Let's see, clip length. We can go from 5 seconds to 30 seconds. I always like to keep them long. We can end clip early if motion stops. I leave that unchecked because you never know if something follows. Early notification, this seems to be a beta thing. We'll just do that. What does that mean? It says when activated, receive alerts as soon as motion is detected. Okay, so we'll turn that on right now. And of course, it'll record once it's motion recording. Now, keep in mind, this does not have an SD card in it. The only recording it goes to is to the cloud service. If you don't have the 30-day, that's okay. There is a limited cloud service option that you'll get from there. We can turn, let's move on for more settings here. We can turn on and off the night vision. It is set to auto. I could turn it on. And then, of course, the IR intensity, we could go low, medium, or high. This is when all lights are off. It'll definitely try and get a good picture here. So what we'll do is we'll turn off all the lights, and we'll see how this looks in the dark here. So once again, control will have on and up on high. Audio, we can disable the audio from here, and we can change the speaker volume. Our video, we want saver, standard, or best. I always like best. 3 megabit per second upload for best. Standard is 2, and then saver is under this is 500 kilobits per second. We'll go back to best. We can choose flip video. That way, if the camera is upside down like that, then now it's right side up. But we'll keep this on the stand, and we'll keep that like that. Now, the status LED, we can turn off, we can turn on, and we can let it know that it's recording. We've got the camera to the Wi-Fi. We can change the Wi-Fi, and then we can check the firmware. And then finally, if we want to just get this off the network, we can delete that. So we're going to hit save here. Now, this should all be in night mode. So let's go ahead and do that. As you can see, it likes the nightlife. It likes to boogie. Now I'm going to turn off all of my lights here. It's all but one. And let's see how it looks. And we'll also have some ambient lighting. So now, the majority of the lights off. Here is what I look like with my beard and everything. Let's get this more level here. Hello, from a dark and stormy night. Oh, you can't see that. Okay, let's do that. From a dark. Let's do this. Focus this in. There we go. Continue. Yes, we want to continue. It is a dark and stormy night. It is a long story. You get the idea. So, Jared's asking the question, how long is the charge power cord? That's a darn good question. Let's take a look at that in a second. Just got to turn my lights back on. Leave that there. So the cord itself, I'll stretch this puppy out. Looks to be about a meter, a little bit more than a meter in length. So I have it plugged in over there, and I can reach it from here. So I'd say that's 1 foot, 2 foot, 3 foot. There's the rest of the lights. 4 foot. So maybe a little bit more than 3 feet. I'd say about 4.5 to 5 feet. Let's see if it says it on the box or anything. I don't have the box close by to me. Ha ha ha. But it is also, like I said, it is also a micro USB cable. So any type of micro USB cable can work with it. You don't want to go past a certain length with USB cables anyway. So this, I think this is somewhere around 4 to 5 feet long. And yeah, so you should be able to plug it into a wall socket and then have this up towards the ceiling, as long as it's closest to the wall socket on the side of a wall. So hopefully that helped there, Jared McKenzie. Ask if you have any other questions, throw them into the William Chatnator, and I will definitely answer them from there. So, all right, let's go back into here. We're going to close this. We'll go back in here. So now we've got the settings all set up. We will go back into the settings here, and we're going to turn the night vision to auto, IR intensity to low. Actually, we're going to turn this back on. I want to see this IR intensity at low. So let's go ahead and go back into the video. I don't know if you can see this, the difference in this, but there's the low. Let's see if we can go back. Let's go back into, whoops. That was interesting. All right, there we go. We'll go back in here. This was the low, if I remember correct. There we get that into focus. There we go. Get into focus. Why is this not going into focus? There we go. So we're going to do this really quick. We'll go into the settings. Go to settings, live video in progress. Please wait. And we got the videos. By the way, we've got the videos right there. Let's refocus that. We got the videos right there of everything recorded. That's down on the bottom here. So let's zoom out a little bit so you can see what's going on. It's back into focus. There we go. All right. So, and that was, once again, that was down on this bar right here. We go to the home. There's the status. We can go some settings. We can change the temperature unit from Fahrenheit to Celsius. Notification options. If a doorbell button was pressed, so if it hears the doorbell, it can activate this camera. And you could have this camera pointed out a window at the front door if you wanted to. Any type of motion, it'll record a clip. It'll schedule its arm and disarm, so you can so like at 9 o'clock in the morning, if you're up, you don't need this armed. You can disarm it from there. And then of course, if the temperature moves in or out of range. Other things, alerts, low battery. That's, of course, there's no batteries in this. So this is also for some of the other Blink cameras. High camera usage. So once again, a battery thing. We don't need that alert. We don't need that alert. If the camera is offline, we definitely want that. And if the system is offline, we definitely want a notification on that. So of course, we have all the information, username and password on that page. And then we can get neighbors. So neighbors can look at the app just in case, our friends and family, just in case, so they can have an eye into your living room or whatever. Like if you go on any types of trips, this is perfect there, because then somebody can check in, especially if you have pets, somebody can check in just by going to the phone and taking a look from there. So, all right, let's go back into the settings here. So we changed the control to low IR intensity. Let's go back to high IR intensity. We'll come back here. And then we'll go in here. Now, I don't know if you can notice, this, but the lighting, I'll get this out of the way a little bit. There we go. The lighting on this looks a lot different than with the low IR intensity. So let's go ahead and close this up. We'll change this back really quick. once live view is done being in progress. That's this thing right here, recording, because we're in that zone. There we go. And then we'll set this IR intensity back to low. We'll save it. And we'll come back in. And that's what it looks like. There we go. That's what it looks like with the IR intensity as high. And you can see that with the light on the blink itself. So, all right. Jared goes, thank you. I can get a USB extension cable if I need to put it farther away from the socket. Absolutely. Just keep in mind, once again, power for the cable. It can take a longer cable, but don't go too long on it. If you have to go longer on it, then you might want to think about instead getting a power cord and plugging that in, and then plugging this into the power, like a power a surge protector or power strip or something like that. So, all right, that is basically it. Now, the other thing is, like I said, we got the Fire tablet, and the cool thing about the Fire tablet is you can actually activate here from here. So I can go, and I'm going to apologize because I'm going to use the magic word here, and it says, hey, it's already saying motion detected at your GV here. So let's go ahead and bring this in. Where'd it go? There we are. And cancel the device because we have this already set up on this other one. There we go. There we are. So now there's my camera. I didn't change the name of it. I probably didn't hit save. Let's do this here. So we'll go blink test. And this time we will hit that, and where's the save button? I think it just saved. Did it just save on this? Hopefully it did. Go back here. There we go. Now it's blink test. There we go. Gotta mute that. So as you can see, the video audio is looking pretty good. We'll hit close here, and then we'll close this out. Now I should be able to say, let me do this really quick. I might have to go into my LA app and figure it out, but let's give this a try. Alexa. I don't have my... There we go. Turn that on. And there you go. You can see the motion detected there. Awesome. Alexa, show me my blink test. Here are some results. That might not be the right answer here. Okay. Alexa, call up blink test. I couldn't find that name in your contacts. Do you have their phone number? No. Alexa. Okay. You can always add it. Alexa. Alexa, discover devices. I might have to put in the I might have to put in the skill still, because I haven't done that with this one right here. We'll find out in a second. Thanks for Amazon customer for following. Hi, my name is Anyeka. Hi, Anyeka. How you doing? So if your name is Anyeka, why does it say Lowen? Is it Lowen or Anyeka? Yeah, I found my Fire TV. I think I need to get the skill. Let's do this. Let's go to... Hold on. Close all that out. And we'll go into... There we go. The Alexa app. The Ally app, excuse me. So let's go to skills. And we'll most likely have to add the blink skill. There we go. Enable to use. And it'll ask me to sign into there, so I will go ahead and do that really quick. It says security pin. So we're just going to leave that blank. I don't remember having a security pin here. Let me just check here really quick. Da 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 da. Let me check on the phone here. This Blink smartphone will enable to use. And it's asking to link the account. It's asking for the security pin. I'm not sure where the security pin is. I thought I'd have to put in my username and password and then hit sign in. Yeah, and then it says pin must be 4 digits. Maybe this is something that I have to create. So let's do that. I'll sign in with that. There we go. Okay, so that was a pin that you would create when you first set this up for connection. So it's now been successfully linked. So we'll hit close here. And we'll discover devices. You'll see a Fire TV. We know that. Helps if you can see what I'm seeing. So. There we go. No new devices found. Let's just make sure. Go to cameras. Yeah, it's actually there. There it is right there. So we could get motion from here. We can get motion announcements. We can, but we have this enabled. So now if I say, oops. Okay. Alexa, show me blink test. Okay. And now it's gone to tablet. There we are. That's the contrast. Well, that's interesting. Let's turn the volume down. Alexa, show me blink test. Now it's going to find it. And I have the volume muted now, so we're not going to get any feedback that we were getting there for a second. It says waiting for blink. So just a little slower than I'd like to see. But of course, we're making it work really hard right now. Alexa, show me blink test. There it is. I thought I turned the volume down. I don't want the volume. There we go. It's a little bit of buffering. I might be, it's a lot of Wi-Fi going back and forth, but you get the idea. It's best to always have these cameras closer to your Wi-Fi routers so you have a really good connection. And the Wi-Fi I have this set up too. It's a little bit a ways away. So, but as you can see, that is set up there. So you can definitely get it through here. Or you can go through your Blink app. Where'd that go? Right there. And see what's going on. Actually, let's do this really quick. Let's turn that off. We're going to come back over to the phone. This time I'm disconnecting from my Wi-Fi. And I'll go into Blink. Go back to home. So now I'm on 5G. So this kind of emulates if I was away. And as you can see, there I am. There's the app. And we're good to go. So if I'm on vacation, if I'm at the store, if I'm wherever I am and I need to connect up to this app, I can definitely do so from here. If I turn it, there we go. We're in a more full screen. And yeah, I can zoom in and zoom out. So I can say, who's this crazy person right here that's talking? Who? There you go. So as you can see, and of course, I can talk. Hello, I'm right here. We'll stop that. So as you can see, hooks up fairly easy. Be able to use your Echo to see who's at the camera just by saying, "LA, who's at this camera?" Blink test, we're calling this in this case. So fairly straightforward, fairly easy to do, and comes with the, like I said, comes with the cloud storage. There is no onboard storage option, so you have to keep that in mind if you get the Blink, this Blink Mini. But there are other cameras, I believe, with storage options here. So it's just this camera right here going straight to the cloud service. So zoom that in. There we go. There you go. So The real question, though, is what do you use for your home security cameras? What do you have out there? I have a few different brands myself, and I'm always testing new brands and new ideas. What I like about this ease of use to set up, the QR code scans fairly straightforward, no issues. I wish it would have an SD storage card in there, but you know, if you're just getting the cloud storage, hey, that's all well and good. You're good to go right there. So let me know what you use for your security cameras, and if we haven't reviewed it yet, we'll try and get one into the studio and review it and go from there. If you have any questions, feel free to contact me over at Geekazine, Think Magazine, Put in a Geek, and that's me. So, and of course, all the socials right there. You can follow me, Geekazine. just pick and choose, and there's Geekazine, and that's me. There we go, right there. So, and of course, over on Amazon, over at amazon.com/shop/Geekazine, go ahead and hit that follow button that's down below, and then you'll know when I'm on live next on Amazon. So, anyway, that is the Blink Mini. There's other Blink devices in the line of Blink, from the doorbell camera. We've got battery operated cameras. This one's an indoor camera. Just to keep that in mind, it's for the indoor. You can point it out the window. That's fairly easy. But then you'll be able to get motion detection alerts. You'll be able to get recordings of what's going on if anything does happen. It does listen for things like the doorbell. If the doorbell rings, you know, it can alert you to sound detection from there. So anyway, that's pretty much it. Thank you guys very much for watching. You guys geek out. Take care. You've been watching another Geek Tech Talk Live. I'm Jeffrey Powers.